morning. My name is Cheryl Lawson, and I serve on the Fellowship Board of Directors. Welcome to everyone today. Whether you're joining us on site or online, or if this is your first or your 100th time visiting with us, we're delighted you are here. The best way for newcomers to get more information is to sign our virtual guest book, either via the QR code or your bulletin, on your bulletin, at the welcome table in the fireside room. Everyone, please stick around for coffee and conversation after the service. Online folks, you too have an opportunity for conversation after the service. Just stay in the Zoom room. And now for announcements. Believe it or not, it's time to be thinking about this summer's General Assembly. This national gathering of UUs is in Baltimore this year, June 18th through the 22nd. The fellowship has 2 more open delegate slots. If you're interested or curious about being a delegate, on site or online, talk to Tegan or Robin. Well, the big day is coming up this week. Join us this coming Saturday at 2 o'clock for Reverend Kelly's installation service. This special celebration will affirm the covenant between Reverend Kelly and our congregation and be a joyful milestone in the life of the fellowship. A reception with sweets and savories will follow, a couple logistical things. Many folks are needed to help create an enjoyable time for the fellowship and the many guests we expect. Please visit with Trish today to see how you can help. Parking is expected to be very tight, even more so than on Sundays. Please make your plan today to carpool while your fellowship friends are right here beside you. And come a little earlier than you might normally. If you're able to park up on the hill on campus, please do so. We hope the weather will be cheery enough for walking, but we also will have a shuttle running. Thank you.
I hear a bird chirping up in the sky. I'd like to be free like that, spread my wings so high. I see the river flowing, water running by. I'd like to be that river, see what I might find. I feel the wind blowing, slowly changing time. I'd like to be that wind and swirl and shape the sky. I smell the flowers blooming, opening for spring. I'd like to be those flowers, open to everything. I feel the seasons change, the leaves, the snow and sun. I'd like to be those seasons made up and undone. I taste the living earth, the seeds that grow within. I'd like to be that earth, a home where life begins. I see the moon horizon reaching into night. I'd like to be that moon, a knowing, glowing light. I know the silence as the world begins to wake. I'd like to be that silence as the morning breaks. I hear a bird chirping up in the sky. I'd like to be free like that, spread my wings so high. I see the river flowing, water see what I might find. I feel the wind a-blowing, slowly changing time. I'd like to be that wind and swirl and shape the sky. I smell the flowers blooming, opening for spring. I'd like to be those flowers open to everything. I'd like to be those flowers open to everything.
This is called O Mystery by Robert T. Weston. O mystery beyond my understanding, voice in my heart and answering to the earth and light of distant stars. At sunrise, O wonder of the spring, leading the seasons on. The dewdrops sparkling on the web at sunrise, and unseen life moving in the depths and shallows of the brooks. Trembling in raindrops at the edge of eaves, whisper to me of secrets I would know. O power that flows through me and all that is, light of the stars, pulsating in the atoms of my heart, whether you are mind and spirit or energy transcending human thought, I cannot know, and yet I feel that out of pain and sorrow and the toil through which creation springs from human hands, a force works towards the victory of life, even through the stars. Here on the earth, winter yields slowly, strikes again and hard, and lovely buds, advance guards of the spring, suffer harsh death, and pity moves the heart. Yet life keeps pulsing on. The stars still shine, the sun rises again, new buds burst forth, and life still presses on. O mystery, I lift my eyes in wonder and in awe. Come, let us gather in fellowship. Dr. King said, only when it is dark can we see the stars. We light this chalice as a symbol of our commitment to curiosity, courage, and compassion, to justice and to peace.
Please rise in body or spirit and sing with us the garden song.
Inch by inch, row by row, gonna make this garden grow. Gonna mulch it deep and low, gonna make it fertile ground. Inch by inch, row by row, please bless these seeds I sow. Please keep them safe below till the rain comes
seated. That's your earworm for today.
Our story this morning is called The Soil is Sacred and is a traditional wisdom tale from Zimbabwe. It can be found in the Barefoot Book of Earth Tales. Long ago, a great chief gathered the people of the village and asked, "What is the most precious thing in the world?" And the people shouted their answers. Say them with me. Gold, water, the animals. The chief listened carefully, and then the oldest elder stood up. His voice was quiet, and the village fell silent to hear him. The elder said, "It is the soil, the earth beneath our feet. Without the soil, no seed grows, no plant feeds us, no animal eats. Without the earth, there is nothing else." The people grew quiet. They had never thought of the dirt beneath them as precious. The elder continued, "It is easy to forget the soil. We walk on it, we sweep it from our homes, we spill things on it, but still the earth holds us, it feeds us, and gives us life." And so from then on, the people remembered to give thanks for the earth, for the dirt beneath their feet, and remembered that the soil is sacred. And today, we remember too. Look down. Wiggle your toes in your shoes if you want to. Take a moment to feel the ground beneath you and imagine what might be hidden in the soil under our feet. Seeds, roots, tiny bugs, mushrooms, whole underground ecosystems. What part do you play in that web of life? How do you fit into this world that is always growing and always changing? Maybe you're like a seed, quiet for now, but full of possibility. Maybe you're like the roots, holding things steady. Maybe you're like the compost, helping the old become something new. Hold that thought, and when you walk through your days, on sidewalks, through gardens, across lawns, remember that there's sacred ground beneath you, even when you can't see it. In a little while, as a reminder of this, we'll share in a simple ritual of gratitude. Just like the people in the story, we'll give thanks for the soil, not only with words, but with planting. You'll be invited to plant a seed in a small pot as a way to honor the earth, to bless what's growing, and to remember that even the smallest handful of soil holds life, hope, and possibility. And here ends our story, but not the story. That part is still growing. Our children will remain in the service with their families today as we worship together.
When we gather, we give and receive an offering. And each month, half of our non-pledge offering goes to an organization whose values align with ours. Throughout the month of April, our high school youth have chosen the organization that we're giving to, and it is to the Iowa Safe Schools program. Iowa Safe Schools educates and advocates for LGBTQ protections, and then they directly train educators on how to support and provide safe spaces for LGBTQ youth. If there was ever a need for this training and focus, it is today, this day and this moment in our collective life. The other half of our offering will support programs here in our fellowship that make this a place of community and spiritual growth, love, and justice. So we're going to pass the baskets here in Fellowship Hall, but you can give online. For you folks who are online, we know you know how to do this.
with your smartphone, you can go to our website and find the place to donate. We are delighted that you're here. And visitors, if you're visiting with us today, please know that your presence is gift enough. Now we'll give and receive this morning's offering. And when we gather, we take a few moments to collect ourselves into stillness and silence together, to remember how our lives are connected one to another, that our joys are shared together, our burdens are shared together as we weave ever more intricately this web of relationship. We have a few things to mention here today. A couple of our new members were unable to be here last week, so please welcome today Lindsay Harrison and Carolyn Catrona. You will know them by their felt flower boutonnieres, as the rest of you had last week, and I know you'll greet them warmly as you always do. Longtime member Jenny Fletchall is here today, and recently her husband Len died. We're glad that you are with us, Jenny, and we hold you close as you navigate these tender days. A celebration of life will be held in May up in Webster City, where his family is. Ronnie Kahn writes this: "My daughter-in-law just lost her job due to federal government shutdowns, a job that she held for 20 years with NOAA. I'm concerned for her and my son and grandson." We share your concern, Ronnie. I want to lift up space today for folks who are and folks who love autistic people who were harmed this week by the damaging and false statements at the highest level of our government. We see you in your fullness. We know what you contribute to this community and the wider world. There's no us and them. It is we. And a word for all who are celebrating the end of Passover today and celebrating Easter Sunday. Folks telling the ancient stories to make new meaning. May your celebrations be joyful and help you connect in loving ways to your roots. Let's take a moment of shared silence, and into that shared silence, please lift up the names of groups or individuals you are holding particularly close today. Trans folks, Ukrainians, immigrants, foreign students. We build capacity together, the capacity for love and more love. Love is vast, and we are part of it. Let's sing together. Here's a poem from Canadian writer Dennis Lee. This was a favorite in our house when our daughter was growing up, and it seemed just right for a dirt communion. I am sitting in the middle of a rather muddy puddle with my bottom full of bubbles and my rubbers full of mud. While my jacket and my sweater go on slowly getting wetter, as I very slowly settle to the bottom of the mud. And I find that what a person with a puddle round her middle thinks of mostly in the muddle is the muddiness of mud. Today we are celebrating Earth Day with a dirt communion, a celebration of dirt. Huzzah. Not soil, dirt. Which also soil, but that's an altogether different topic, right, Amber? Right. I want to be clear that I'm no soil scientist, right? But what I want to start with is an echo of the program that I heard on KHOI yesterday about Irv Kloss. Did you all hear this yesterday? I was just out running my errands, and then there was Dan Haig's voice in my ear, and there was Sam Wormley's voice in my ear, and somebody said the thing was going along, and they held it at the Unitarian Fellowship, and boy, my eye perked up. And sure enough, they were talking about Irv Kloss. And among the fond tributes to our dear departed, longtime member, Irv Kloss, they talked about the founding of the Ames Climate Action Team, founded right here and still going and still making a contribution in the city of Ames. And they talked about his work at the Ada Hayden, helping to get Ada Hayden to be the park and the location that it is now. The location was there, but turning it into something that's usable by the community. And they, over and over again, folks mentioned how Irv used both science and relationship to create change. It isn't enough just to know the truth in order to be set free. It requires building relationships and networks and communities, one phone call at a time, one meeting at a time. The story was he had sent the message out about trying to get a climate action team together here in Ames, and he had sent the word to various churches, other congregations. He thought he'd get people here. Crickets, nothing. Nobody responded. And then Irv got on the phone and made phone calls, and made phone calls, and made phone calls, and made phone calls. And I heard the number 70, 100, maybe more than that people here. Does anybody, who all was here for that climate action meeting? Jeff, you were here? Some others who I know were here, but maybe not in the room today. But he built relationships so he could do this thing. And he was quoted as saying, "Stay the course. Stay the course." And in these troubled and troubling times, that is good advice indeed. As we celebrate Earth Day weekend, and many of us feel a little beaten down, this cultivating joy is a lift. Joy, dadgummit. It's hard. It's hard sometimes to cultivate that joy, and sometimes we feel more like the dirt, right? We feel like we're down in the dirt and whatever's in us hasn't awoken yet. It's difficult. But I think for Unitarian Universalists, this sense of renewal and resurrection of the natural world is the way that we participate in this season. And we are not apart from those who celebrate a different kind of resurrection. There's a reason why Easter was put in the springtime, is celebrated in the springtime. We look forward in this growing and greening world, because what else can we do? Dirt reminds us that it is the stuff of life, this organic matter that moves us forward, that the living organisms that come out of the dead things as they decompose is the energy of the earth waking again. What a wonderful world. So how do you do a dirt communion? Well, we thought about doing it like the flower communion and having you each bring a little bit of dirt. And then I learned about the jumping worms. And you can't share your dirt. We have to do safe dirt, right? So we brought in some organic matter. We bought the organic stuff, and we're gonna practice a safe dirt communion. So here's how we're gonna do it. We're gonna line up here, and it'll be one line, and then it'll split into two, and Dana and I are gonna model this in a little bit. We're each gonna fill a container of dirt, our little peat pots up here, and we're gonna hand it to each other, right? Then we're going to hand it to the next person. Wait, then we fill another one, right? Then we fill another one. We fill our own, and we're going to hand it to the next person. They're going to come up and set their dirt down that they've been given, and they're going to fill one to hand to the next person. Then they'll pick up their pot and go to the side and plant a seed. There's a little seed table over here. Beans and sunflowers. You can choose a bean or a sunflower. Why would you do it that way? More complicated than it needs to be. Because relationships are complicated. And they're a little messy sometimes. There is an African proverb that says, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. So we're going to fill a pot. We will have been given a pot. When you come up, you'll have been given a pot. You set it down, Then you fill another pot and you hand it to the person behind you. They're gonna step up, set that pot down, fill another one, and hand it to the person behind them. Clear as mud? Waka waka. All right, we're gonna have a little traveling music to do this. Oh, you'll take your seed pot, your little peat pot home. You're gonna water it, be sure to water it. And when we're past the danger of frost here, what's the frost date here? May 2nd? 15th. May 15th. All right. After that date, you can plant it in the ground, right? Inch by inch. Watch it grow. All right. Let's practice and see how this works. Dana and I will start. Dana, does it matter if we get dirt on the floor? Okay.
How's everyone doing this morning?
Good morning. This is Judy.
Hi, Judy.
I didn't realize that we were going to be doing anything. I thought I'd go finish getting dressed. I am dressed.
Well, I'm not. That's why my video isn't on.
Well, I promote. This is not that I look the greatest, but happy Easter, everybody.
I think you look great and you looked fully clothed.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't turn on my video if I was embarrassed or eating my breakfast, which is what I was doing previously.
Well, I was supposed to go to my son's in-laws for Easter dinner today, but his father-in-law has bronchitis.
Oh, no.
And so I'm just taking my sweet time today.
I know this is my day to chill out, even though I don't really need a chill out day, but this is good. This is nothing really major planned, so that's good. I saw my son Scott yesterday, which was good. He and his friend came to Ames. So we had our Easter gathering yesterday. No one seems to want to talk.
I don't think anybody recognizes that it's an option.
Okay, well, great. Hope everybody has a great day. Stay dry.
Yeah.
Judy, come and visit me if you want, because I'll be here all day.
I thought you had plans today.
Yeah, I decided not to do that. I don't need to be with a big group. I just, and I'm a little nervous about going without oxygen, so.
Okay, well, we'll talk with you later and during the activity.
Yeah.
Here, so, okay,
That's fine, good.
bye.
Mm-hmm.
Lois, I don't think I know you. Are you a longtime member of the fellowship?
Who is talking? And
It's Ron.
who is the question directed at?
Lois Allen.
Okay, thank you. I don't know if she's responding or not. I don't see her on mine. Oh, there's Lois. Hi,
She
Lois.
looks like she's trying to turn on her.
Hi, Lois. There's Stu. Hey,
Morning,
Stu.
Stuart.
Hello, everyone. I want to remind you to go by Ryman Gardens. We were there yesterday and the tulips, everything was beautiful.
Yeah, this may not be a day for Ryman Gardens. I don't know what it's doing in Ames, but it's raining in Johnston and rain until, yeah.
It's been a little drizzly, but I think it's supposed to clear up this afternoon.
Lois, I see you're unmuted. Have you been a longtime member?
No, I just joined last week.
Oh, well, welcome. This is great. Thank you for joining.
Thank you.
Do you live in Ames?
No, I live in Ankeny.
Ankeny. All right. Awesome.
Well, I live just a little bit further. I'm in Johnston.
Okay.
So, yeah. So that explains why I'm on here. Are they done now?
No, usually they let us come back when they're finished. So I didn't know what they were doing with this. So
I didn't either, but I appreciate it.
I do too. It's definitely wet outside. So a lot of people moved their plans up to Saturday because they were doing activities outside with grandchildren and everybody was smart.
What else is here? What's here? I don't recognize. Beverly Clark Floss. I don't know that I know her.
It seems like a long process to plant seeds, so they're bonding with each other. We're bonding with each other. We just need more people.
You bet. That's important.
Good morning, Ronnie.
Here.
Good morning, Ronnie and Judy. This is Molly
Oh, hi,
Helhurst.
Molly.
Good morning, Molly.
I'm good. I'm not going to turn on my camera because I also am just in my sweatpants. I'm hosting family this afternoon, and so I'm preparing food rather than being in person at the service. So
Oh, I wish I had a real good excuse for mine not going in person, but I keep saying that I'm gonna do that, but I would miss visiting with people that Zoom all the time, and I really.
right. Well, I love the option to be able to tune in virtually.
I do. I appreciate it very much. And Jean Els.
Hey, Lynn. I see Lynn now.
Hi, Lynn.
How have you been feeling, Lynn? Have you been feeling okay?
Yep, better every day.
Excellent.
A little more like normal now.
Good.
Yeah, so it's good. Everything is good.
Jean Els, I've heard your name around the fellowship, but I don't think I've ever met you.
We're here. Chad's here and I'm here, so it's kind of nice to. We're up in Webster City for those of you that don't know us, and boy, this option to be able to tune in from a distance sure is really nice.
Yeah, it certainly is.
Looks like there's still people in the center aisle waiting.
Yeah. Well, I have yet to go by my summer herbs, but I some of my herbs wintered over from last year. I brought them in and put them in a window, but I still need to get thyme and parsley. Everything else I've got, but it's too cold. It's just too cold to put them out yet. I wonder if sunflowers would grow better in this weather than herbs.
I always heard that we're supposed to wait until Mother's Day for planting. Is that true?
Right. That's pretty much true. The 15th of May. I mean, Mother's Day is what, the second Sunday of May? So anyway, I always think about the 15th or Mother's Day. My daughter always gets on Mother's Day, so then I have things to plant.
My kids used to take me to a nursery on Mother's Day, and then they'd come.
Did
to my
everyone who wanted
Okay.
to plant have an opportunity to plant and play in the dirt? We were remarkably clean about this, I have to say. It's really something. Online folks, I think you were having a conversation as well. So glad that you were connecting with each other while we were making noise and a little bit of a mess in here. Also, we didn't plan for how you will set your stuff down during coffee hour. First of all, don't put your dirt in your coffee. That's not a good additive. But if anybody wants to write their initials or their name on their little pot that they didn't get to do so you'll know them, good. Oh, that one says dirt, just so we know somebody's written that down. Anyway, I'm going to leave a pen over here so you can do that, and you'll work it out. You're smart people. You'll work it out. We're going to sing. What a wonderful world. Please rise as you are willing and able.
seated.
You'll know this. We extinguish this chalice, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again.
As is our practice, we end our service with gratitude for all who have helped bring it together. Our musicians, Peggy Earnshaw, the wonderful Madison Mayfield. Yeah. Our facilitators, Kay Puttock and Ben Willeen, our tech team, Deborah Kumar and Melissa Neeson, board member Cheryl Lawson, and special thanks to Dana Poss, our Director of Religious Education. We've had fun talking about dirt for several weeks. It's been fun. Folks, we are made of dreams and bones. We are made of dreams and bones. May we find joy in both as we stay the course. Blessed be. Amen. And go in peace.